What's up, people? Just a quick run through of our new language topic, persons of verbs, here in stage 10. Like so many of our language topics, this is a good chunk review. All right. We've gone over 4 of the 6 forms that apply to persons of verbs as of stages 4 and 5. And so we're just incorporating a couple of forms that really should be familiar to you, and you'll see why when we get to the slides after this. But let's review what we've done already with persons of verbs. We've already talked about the idea of first, second, and third person. We have the first person singular is the speaker or I. Second person singular is the person you're speaking to, and third person singular is the person you're speaking about. You're talking about him, you're talking about her, you're talking about it. All right, so the forms he, she, or it, as you see there. But in stage 5, we learned one of these plural forms, and in stage 10, we're going to get the other ones. These persons can also be plural. So first person and plural includes the speaker with other people, and we use the word we in English to express that. Second person plural would be the people that you're speaking to, more than one person that you're speaking to. In English, it's just you or you plural, but in other classes and like Spanish and so forth, people say you all or more than one of you. So if you want to use y'all, be my guest. And third person plural, you're speaking about them. We learned that, the ending for they, in stage 5. So as with most things in Latin grammar, Latin verbs change their endings to change the person. And really all that's new here on our verb endings charts are the ones that are highlighted down the bottom. We learned all about ego and to and os and t in stage 4. We learned that nt as an ending means they in stage 5. But what's new this stage, number 1, is that the word nos in Latin means we, vos in Latin means you plural, more than one of you, y'all, whatever you want to use for that. But the endings that Latin uses to mean we and you, just like O means I and S means you singular, are mus and tis. The reason I say this should be familiar to you, even if you didn't take the National Latin exam, is these endings have been bonuses on every single test and quiz since like January. And so you've been kind of seeing them a little bit since I taught them originally back then, but didn't hold you accountable for them because they don't show up here until stage 10. So finally, we're getting here the endings mus and tis. So for example, portamus is we carry, portatis is you plural, more than one of you, you all, y'all carry, and they go along respectively with the pronouns nos and vos in Latin. Along with this, we have the forms of the verb to be. And again, most of these we've learned already. In stage 4, we learned sum, s, and est. All right, sum goes with ego, est goes with to, and they mean I am and you are. And then est is the very first verb you learned in the Latin language, means he, she, or it is. Again, in stage 5, we learned that sunt means they are, but now we're learning su, mus, and s, tis. All right, we're adding those mus and tis endings to the forms of the verb to be, along with nos and vos to mean we are and you, plural, are. What's good about these forms of the verb to be is if you know the endings from the previous slide, they come back here, all right? M, S, T, mus, tis, and NT. It's just they're going to be before like an SU or an ES. So one of the ways to, I think it helps to remember summus and estis is, I would assume most of you know sum means I am, but mus means we. You're not going to say we am in English. You're going to say we are. We know that est means is, and tis now means you plural. You're not going to say you is. You're going to say you are. So just incorporate those endings into familiar looking forms like sum and est, and you shouldn't have too much trouble with the irregular forms of the verb to be.